comfortable and we'll jump in. So, welcome to today's session, which is all around connecting to happiness. I'm your host today, David Keefe Turner, mindset transformation coach extraordinaire. I don't know, I just gave myself that title. We'll go with it. I hope you've all had a great week and you're ready to jump into some personal development. Tonight's topic is connecting to happiness, and I want to start by defining happiness. Everyone has a different definition, but happiness really is that feeling that comes over you when you know life is good and you can't help but smile. It's the opposite of sadness. Now, it could also be called a sense of well-being or contentment. It could be said that when people are feeling successful or they feel safe or they feel lucky, they may feel happiness. But if you ask a person what they want most, this will be their answer. Everyone wants something that leads or they perceive is going to lead to them being happier. But the funny thing is, most people have little understanding of what will make them happy. It's really interesting because as a mindset coach, I hear a lot of people's desires and people tell me what they think they need to be happy. And it could be anything, but they see happiness most of the time as coming with attainment and something. Sometimes the thing that they want could be 3 years away of hard work. So they see this goal in mind and they're like, well, I can't be happy until I get there. Now, most people believe this simple lie. I can't be happy until I have X, Y, and Z. And this is completely false. It is completely false. It's our ego saying to us, we're not good enough as we are right now and with the position that we're in, so we're not allowed to feel happy. That's really what it's saying to us. Your ability to be happy at the weight you are right now is the exact same as it is when you lose the 10 kilos. That's an actual fact. The only difference is you might give yourself permission to feel it. And I'm not saying don't have goals and strive to become better in whatever means something to you. I'm saying don't let external results be the deciding factor. That's what I'm saying here. Otherwise, your happiness will go up and down as conditions and circumstances change around you. If you have a failure, your happiness will go. If you have a win, you'll be happy. So you'll always be chasing some kind of achievement, and your emotions will be dictated by outside situations. One of my favorite quotes of all times is this: success doesn't lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. And happiness, like all emotional states, is something that you can practice. Every emotional state that you can think of, you can practice feeling it. If you want to feel happier, you can think of all the reasons that you have to be happy. You can practice things that make you happy. You want to feel angry, you can think about all the reasons why people suck and they let you down. And you can go do fighting classes. Imagine that you're punching someone you really don't like. You can practice emotional states and feeling them and getting more familiar with them in your body. But if you're not feeling happiness right now, that's going to be a big issue because you're going to chase external things to make you feel good. You'll be on your phone forever, which is probably one of the biggest problems that we have, well, we see people having. So what I want to do today is I want to illuminate what I call 6 happy habits. These are habits that you can practice on a day-to-day basis. You don't have to do all of them. You just have to pick one of them or 2 of them and practice them consistently, and you will become happier. Number 1 is every day write down 3 things that you're grateful for. It's really simple, but make sure they're 3 new things every day, not the same ones. This way, you're training your mind to look for the good that you desire in the world. So that's what the practice is. You're looking for the good. You're looking for reasons to be grateful. Number 2 is to journal for 2 minutes on a positive experience that you've had in the last 24 hours. Go into detail with it. This helps your brain connect and find the happiness in the day, but also helps you relive it again. So it doubles the effect of a happy moment throughout your day. Number 3, very simple, meditation. You can spend 2 to 5 minutes, just close your eyes and focus on your breath. This helps you quieten your mind and the monkey voice that's going on inside your head, and it allows you this time and space to take disciplined control over your mind. 80% of the thoughts that we have are negative. And when we sit there and we take conscious control of it, we're training ourselves to look after our own mindset. Number 4, and I love this one, do one random act of kindness every day. This is an interesting one. You can send a message to a friend just saying that you appreciate them. You can smile at a stranger or compliment them on something that to do with their appearance. You can talk to a checkout person and just make a joke. It doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to give away hundreds of dollars or anything like that. Just one small little interaction with another human being. Number 5, exercise. I love this one for 15 minutes a day. It's simple cardio, even just doing a brisk walk has an actual really powerful antidepressant effect. It's actually, anytime you exercise, it releases what they call happy hormones into your bloodstream, which is I love exercise. That's one of the reasons why I do it. As someone who had bipolar, anxiety, lots of different mental conditions, for me, going for runs, exercising, going to the gym is so important because it helps me balance myself out. And number 6, one of my favorites is read, listen, or watch something positive every day. Just read 5 pages of a good book, listen to a podcast that inspires you, watch a motivating video on YouTube. These are things that you can do every day. They're simple. They're not huge, big things. They don't take a lot of time, but just having your own happiness practice every day is really, really important for our mental well-being. And we're going to jump into some journaling questions now. So I want you to just grab a pen and paper. If you have any questions to ask on that topic of happy habits, or even just connecting to the feeling of happiness, please just write it down. And at the end of the session, I can answer it. But we'll jump into the journaling prompts to start off with. So what I want you to do is just write Mindful Mondays, connecting to happiness. You can do this in your journal. You can do it on your device. You can do it on a Word document, whichever one. Mindful Mondays, connecting to happiness, and the date, which is the 20th of the 5th, 2024. Now, question number 1. I want you to just write down 1, because we're going to do, I think, 4 questions. When were you the happiest in the last 24 hours? I want you to have a think. When were you happiest in the last 24 hours? And I want you to write a detailed description of the event that made you happy. And you can start this by saying, I was happiest today when? And you can continue onwards. I was happiest today when? And just think about it, the last 24 hours. I was happy when I was patting my cat. It was really nice because his fur is really soft and lovely. I love that this little creature depends on me. And just journal about it. Everything that you can think of. Why it made you happy. Every little detail. All right, beautiful. If you want to leave a few lines to continue writing about it, I highly recommend it. And it's good that you started with what you wrote at the start, because that enables you to remember what the question was about. So you can continue onwards. Number 2, and just if you want, leave a couple of lines. If not, just go straight down below. Number 2, what is something that you enjoyed as a kid and why? I want you to go back into a moment. What's something that you enjoyed? And you can write it by saying, as a kid, I enjoyed. Write what the thing was, and then write why that was. As a kid, I enjoyed building motorbike jumps. And why I enjoyed that was because I got outside, physical labor, calmed my mind. I was creating something. Whatever it is for you. So you can start it by saying, as a kid, I enjoyed. Write what it is, and then because. Excellent work, guys. And again, if you want to leave a few lines, go for it. I enjoy answering these questions and sometimes I love going back to it and just adding something that comes to mind as I'm rereading it when I'm thinking about it later. But question number 3, what does being happy mean to you? I want you to imagine that you're trying to explain that to someone about what it means for you to be happy. And you can write this by saying, being happy to me means, and you might say, being in a loving relationship. You might say it means being successful at work. It means having good friendships. It means adventure and travel. Whatever it means to you. So again, being happy to me means, and just write what comes to you. And if you need to, just take a deep breath at any point. Just feel yourself relaxing deeper into the questions. And once you've got an answer to that, maybe just give us a thumbs up so I know when to move on. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Jonathan. And we'll just wait for one more person. Thank you, Alan. Perfect. And our last question for today. And this is a really interesting one, and it might feel jarring, but I want you to take a deep breath and try and answer this. Why do you deserve to be happy? And I want you to answer this by saying, I deserve to be happy because. Some people don't think that they deserve it. Like I said, they think that they're not the right weight. They're not earning the right amount of money. But why do you deserve to be happy? As you are right now, are you a good person? Do you have good intentions? Are you trying your best, even in the situation if it's difficult? Why do you deserve to be happy? And answer it by saying, I deserve to be happy because. And just let whatever comes out come out. There's no wrong answer here. And if you need to, just take a deep breath in. Just relax into it. And once you're done with that question, just give us the thumbs up so I know to move on. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Alan. And when we get one more, we'll move on. Oh, thank you, Emma. Perfect. All right, amazing work, guys. Now, that last question may be a difficult one to answer, but know this, you're an awesome human being. You're doing the best with whatever situation, whatever hand you've been dealt. You're trying your best. No one is intentionally ever trying to impede their own progress. You deserve to be happy. You are doing the best that you can right now. Maybe you're winning. Maybe you're feeling that you're behind the eight ball, but you deserve to be happy. You really do. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to just put the journal down, take a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable because we're going to jump into a guided meditation / visualization. So just move your body around in any way, shape, or form that you need to get yourself nice and relaxed, to sit still for the next 10 to 14 minutes, which is a very specific amount of time, but I stand by what I said. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to play some meditation music. Is that volume okay? Too loud? Not perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. So just taking a moment right now, get yourself nice and comfortable where you are right now. Letting your body move in any way it needs to get comfortable, and just finding yourself coming into stillness. Slowly but surely, feel yourself sitting upright with maybe your chest out a little bit and your back nice and straight, supporting your own body weight. Placing your hands on your lap, and when you feel ready, closing your eyes. Just completely arriving into the space, into stillness. Stopping any body movements for now. And just feeling your mind go blank. Letting go of any thoughts that you're having. We're going to start today with some breathing. We will breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds. When you breathe in through your nose, into your stomach, into your chest. And when you breathe out slowly through your mouth. I will guide your breathing, and we will take our first inhale breath in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And allowing your breath to just return to normal. Noticing how your mind feels. Noticing how you're breathing right now. Are you breathing shallow? Are you breathing deep? How is your breath affecting the movements of your body? Feel your chest going in and out. Feeling the air going up and down the throat. Just finding yourself more and more in stillness. And I want you to imagine in your mind right now that you're walking through a beautiful park. And it's a beautiful day. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's just perfect for going for a walk and enjoying the weather. You can see the trees, you can see the pathway, you can hear birds chirping. And imagine as you're walking through this park, you see a gate off to your right, and you can see that it leads to a small closed off garden. And your curiosity gets the better of you, so you walk over and you open the gate. Inside, you see a small garden that's closed off from everything else. But in the center, you see a weird looking sci-fi portal. You can see it spinning. It looks like a giant mirror that's moving. But you know that this is like a gateway to another place. And you're feeling curious, you're feeling adventurous, so you move towards it. And as you approach it, you start to get this overwhelming sense of happiness just moving all the way through your body. And intuitively, on a deep level of knowing, you know that when you walk through this portal, you will be transported into one of the happiest memories that you've ever had in your life. And I want you to just right now, standing in front of this portal, decide, what happy memory do you want to step into right now and relive? And once you've decided on a memory, whichever one that it is, I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to imagine you step through that portal. And instantly you're transported back to that happy moment. You're reliving it again. You can see everything that you were seeing then. You can hear everything, the people, the sounds, and even the feeling of that happy moment is coming back to you. And you can feel this happiness moving all the way through your body, and it's becoming more and more intense. Everything that you're seeing, everything that you're hearing is getting louder, brighter, and it feels so good. And I want you to just take a moment right now to really focus on all the things that you can see in this happy moment you're remembering right now. Now, just taking a moment to hear your own inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself in this moment about this happy memory? And right now, I want you to just imagine how this feeling of happiness is feeling in your body at that moment. What does it feel like? I want you to now imagine that even in this memory, you see the portal appear anywhere that you want to see it. And you know that when you walk through that portal, you're going to be transported into another happy memory, another moment in your past that you remember that was nice. Could be with family, it could be with friends, could be with a loved one, could be at work, could be anywhere. I want you to take a deep breath again. Think of another happy memory that you want to step into. And as you breathe out, Step through that portal again. Imagine now that you can see everything the same way you did before. You can see it brightly. You see all the things that were happening in that moment again. You can hear all the sounds and you're feeling all the sensations of this second happy memory. Taking a moment now, as you're looking around this memory, you're feeling that sense of happiness growing within you. Imagine that you see the portal again and you're excited to walk through it, but this time, this portal is going to take you into your future, into a moment that you haven't experienced yet. But you have a chance right now to think of anything that you want to experience in the future. And you now have the opportunity to step into a moment that you want to experience. Think of what that moment is. Maybe it's buying the house. Maybe it's getting your body to the shape that you want it to. Maybe it's finding that amazing partner. Anything that you want to experience. And when you feel ready, take a deep breath again. Step through that portal into that beautiful future memory. And as you're stepping in, I want you to see everything brightly, radiant. The color is beautiful. See it exactly how you want to see it. See the people who might be involved. See the scenery. Anything. As you're seeing everything, I want you to imagine that there's a conversation happening in your own mind right now about how proud of you are for doing what was necessary to get here, how it feels so good to experience this moment, and how you're so happy that you let being happy guide you to this moment. Just imagine giving yourself these mental high fives right now. And I want you to imagine someone who is a loved one, someone you care about, they're praising you right now. They're telling you, well done. This is incredible. You've done such a good job to get to this moment. I'm proud of you. What you've done is inspirational. Just noticing as you're seeing this moment unfold, you're hearing this praise, how that feels in your body, and focus on that feeling. Taking a deep breath when you need to. Just allowing yourself to step into the feeling of complete happiness. As you're in this moment and you can feel this happiness radiating through your body, seeing a smile on your face, you see another portal appear. And you know that this one is the one that takes you back into the garden. And you're ready to go back now. You want to take this feeling of happiness back to where you were and allow that to be your guide. Allow that to motivate you and bring the best version of you to the surface. As you look around that past, that future moment, and you're feeling that happiness, turn away from it and step through the portal back into the garden. As you come out of the portal, it disappears behind you, just shrinks into nothingness. You take another deep breath. With a smile, you open the gate and walk back out into the park. Now, as you're walking along the park, you feel 10 kilos lighter. You feel just so full of bubbly happiness. You've got a smile on your face. The trees look greener than they did before. The birds sound happier. Even the people you can hear in the distance sound like they're having a good time. And it's this overwhelming feeling building in your body that just makes you feel like everything is okay. I'm okay. I'm happy. And slowly but surely, as you're walking along this path, just letting that image fade as you slowly just move back into your body where you're sitting right now. Bringing with you that feeling of happiness, optimism, joy, and enjoying having that feeling in your body. And when you feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. As you slowly come back into your body, start noticing the temperature of the room. Start moving your shoulders from side to side. And when you feel ready, come back completely into the space. You can open your eyes. Welcome back. Well done, everyone. Just taking a moment to just bring that positive feeling back with you. Just noticing the difference in how you feel now to how you felt before you started. And just seeing what is the difference. Just noticing. You're the same person. You haven't left the room. Nothing's really changed, except for your thinking. From when you started the session to how you're feeling right now, you've literally most likely been sitting in the same spot. All you've done is practice a happy habit, an activity that makes you connect to an emotion that feels good. Maybe you're feeling a combination of maybe a little bit of pride for showing up and doing this. They're not always easy. Hopefully they're always fun and hopefully they're always interesting. But well done. Well done for showing up today. Well done for doing this practice. I hope that you really enjoyed today's session. And if something came up for you and you want to talk about it, please do reach out to me because sometimes these sessions can trigger things. And if that does happen, I want to talk to you about it. Or if you do want to just learn more about happy habits or you want to, I don't know, excel your life in some way, shape, or form. If you do want to create a change and you're struggling to do it by yourself and you want a hand, that's what I'm here for. That's what I do. So please feel free to reach out to me on social media, David Keith Turner on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Probably don't message me on that. I don't really check that very often. Or you can message me on Mindful Mondays. And when you jump out of today's session, if you could just click back into the Meetup app, it'll give you a chance to say, you went to Mindful Mondays. How was your experience? If you could just give it an honest review, that would be amazing. You can just click the stars option, and then that's it if you want to. But the way these sessions work is you can either jump off now, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of the week ahead of you, or you can stay on and have a chat with me. I like to stay on and just answer any questions if anything came up for you. Renisha, that was awesome. Thank you. No worries, Renisha. Zoran, thank you. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alan, thank you for this session, David. No worries. Daniel, thanks, David. Perfect. Amazing. Well, I will end the recording, but if you want to stay on,